never walk this road, then you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. About to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
What's up? This is Fleece Johnson Booty Warrior. It's that time. Got the okay. So many years of being unable to eat peanuts or apples. Then I'm on to get some teeth. So I'm asking all my followers and fans, anybody that rocks with me, donate to the GoFundMe for my teeth donation. So I can get some teeth. And so smile. And when I get them, yeah, I'm gonna have a drawing. The last 5 donors that donated the most. I'm gonna go to dinner with them. Take y'all to dinner. Show you the life. You be able to eat dinner with me. So please donate so I can get some teeth.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. I got Fleece in here with me. What's up, Fleece?
Serious as ever.
Is that right? Hey, I want everybody to like and subscribe. We trying to reach 100,000 subscribers. Be pretty cool.
Right.
Next video will be the 100th full video on this channel. We got some guests that's sending in videos and little small clips that'll be included. Whenever you start on a journey like we did with this, trying to keep people and mainly young people out of prison, there's some people that's gonna ride with you. Some people understand the mission, and some people gonna nitpick and criticize everything. It's just the world we're in. But on this journey with Fleece telling his story, talking about his family and friends and people he's been knowing his whole life, the fallout is real. Sometimes when you tell your story, it includes other people because that's a part of your story. And those people get mad and maybe not like it. Have you ran into any of that, any fallouts with family and friends when you tell your story?
Yeah, I have. It don't bother me. I mean, you got people like can't even live their own life trying to live somebody else's life, right? Like I got family that right now I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters left. Well, three sisters. I got a stepsister. I didn't even know she was my stepsister until I got out of prison, 40 years. She's in her 70s. We cool. We talk all the time. We got reunited, you know. And my daddy had her mama pregnant at the same time he had my mama's pregnant. Because her and my sister's the same age. My biological, sister. And so the 2 brothers and 2 sisters I got left, and I got a bunch of nieces and nephews, and I got a niece that she's almost CEO of LinkedIn, that place, LinkedIn. I got a nephew, he's a president of a bank. I got a nephew who got his own truck company. I got a niece that had 8 college degrees. I got one niece that got about 3, the highest degree you can get.
Doctor?
Yeah, she got all that. She goes around, and so we don't speak.
You don't speak to none of them?
No. And they don't speak to me. They particularly don't like my videos, which I don't care. They never liked my lifestyle, which they have a right to.
What part?
The way I lived. you know, stealing the gay life, the everything. When I was a gangster. And so I'm fine with it. And when I do these videos, I don't come do videos and lie. I mean, why would I lie? I mean, who would I be afraid of that would make me get up here and lie, right? Like, I'm scared to tell the truth because the consequences is what? The consequences what? You don't speak to me? I don't care about that. People try to make you feel like bad because they don't speak to you. I tell them all the time, even when you speak to me, I don't pay my bills, put shoes on my feet or clothes on my back, or food in my mouth. Speaking to me out of your respect don't cover none of my bills. It's really, I don't need it. I don't need it, right? The world got 7 billion people in the world. You think I care about 5 or 6 or 10 or 20 that don't want to speak to me over something they got an issue with? You know, like, I got a sister that don't speak to me. And I'm going to say this, and I want to say it. She don't speak to me. According to her, I'm nasty. Nasty. Here's somebody that used to be nasty. Me. I done did whatever in his life. Came out of penitentiary, supposed to be brain dead after 40 years. After living the way I lived, I supposed to came out like, why ain't you stay in her? That type. I came out with respect for people, love in my heart, came out helping poor people, feeding the poor and the hungry people, being nice out here, paying bills, paying other people's bills, doing everything right. And this is the time where people are supposed to say, you know what? God has did something wonderful with this man. This is the man that everybody say could never change. And look at him. See, I don't get that from them. I get turn your nose up, roll your eyes, and all this stuff. And I got a sister like that she looks at me like I ain't nothing. But you know what? I don't care because I know her. I lived with her when I was on the street. I know what she did in that house. I know her sins. What? 3 babies by 3 different dudes? Ain't even half of it. Having sex with your own brother. I witnessed that. So you can never talk about me without talking about yourself. You done did stuff worse than me. I ain't never had sex with my own sister. Never wanted to. Then I got brothers that don't want to talk to me.
Do you think it's because of what you just said, stuff like that?
Yeah, because, you know, I tell the truth. I don't protect the devil. The devil got people scared. You ain't got Fleece scared. The devil would do something evil and tell everybody around to know it. You better not say shit. You better not open your mouth. You better not say you saw nobody that does my work. You better not tell on them. You better keep all their little dirty, devilish secrets a secret. That's called fearing the devil, protecting the devil. I ain't afraid of nobody. You know, I ain't afraid of the consequences. When I went to the penitentiary and did that 40 years, right? You think I was afraid of picking? I only had 10 years when I went there. You think I was scared to pick up time?
Obviously not.
When they put me in the hole, and usually at the time I went to the hole, the most anybody ever did in segregation, isolation, was like 15 months. I did 12 years flat. They gave me 27 years in the hole. You can't wear these bars out. I said, I can wear you out. And I did. Made them throw me out, then throw me out of the prison. Here's the thing. You know, when I get out, they said that I was raping people in prison. Remember, I went in at 15. You think I cared about that? And then when I got up here, and they said, was you involved in some homosexual gay activity? I said, yeah. Why would I lie? Why would I sit there and say, no, man, you got me messed up. And whoever said that, you need to get with me. Oh, man, forget that. Yeah, I did it. Were you giving and taking? Or were you just giving and not taking? I said, I did it. All of it. Next question. Now, if it bothers somebody, ask them. You got to work that out within yourself, right? Me telling the truth, hey, I did what I did. And the way I lived, only I had to pay for that. You know, and I done paid my dues. I don't owe nobody out here nothing. But what the Bible say, to love one another. That's the only thing we owe each other is love. It's a commandment. It's like a debt that we indebted to each other. Now, people that don't want to show me love, I go by the revelation, what Jesus said. Those that want to live filthy, let them. It's on the last page of the Bible. Those that want to live nasty and rotten and be, you know, foul, let them. Don't even try to stop them. Let them. You know, abide. Just stay away from them. And that's what I do. So, we live in a world where everybody wants to criticize other people. It's like back in the biblical days when they had whole societies come out there and try to condemn one person. We caught this lady in the midst of adultery. Jesus said, let the first one that didn't sin throw the first stone. You know, all she did is committed a sin. Y'all want to stone her? Who gonna stone you when you commit yours? So, like my agent said, it's the way of the world. You know, it's part of the world. But I get more credit, good stuff from people that know me. They say, man, we watch your video, Fleece, and you real. Keep doing the good work, my brother. Yeah, but I got family members that think not speaking to me is gonna, upset me?
I think you was a little upset.
Yeah, man, I did 40 years without that family. From a child, I growed up in penitentiary. Where were they at?
I know, but some part of you...
They wasn't supporting me, man.
Some part of you want a relationship, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's like everybody, yeah. It's something that you ain't got your grandmamas no more. You ain't got your people that bring families together. We now got, they done died and passed off, and now we got people ahead of families that got attitudes towards family members, other people. They don't want to bring people together.
Really no head.
Yeah, we ain't got no hands no more. It's like everybody just, go their separate way, love you at a distance type stuff. But I told myself what kept me strong in prison, I want my family to know this. You did. What kept me what made me able to do 40 years, able to make sure that I was going to survive, was I had anger in me toward my family that left me for dead in 40 years, bro. I had anger in me. I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to get my education. I'm going to get out of prison, make a lot of money. And yeah, Yeah, throw it right up in their face, right? I had that type of attitude, and that attitude made me stay strong, man. Just to prove to them that you left me for dead, I'm gonna make it out of her. However I gotta make it out, I'm coming back home. And all y'all gonna see me, man.
So is that one of the reasons? Let me ask this question right. In order to survive at that particular time you was in prison, you had to become a monster, right?
No, I didn't have to become one. I became one.
You didn't have to, though.
No, we always have a choice. In the worst situation, God said, be good.
Well, what made
because,
you become a monster?
I wanted to.
Why?
Anger.
What pushed you towards that?
Family. When you think you got somebody that, you care about, you get locked up or get in some trouble. I didn't do nothing to them. They act like whatever I did, like it hurt them. How does it hurt you? I didn't rob you.
I know, but you left them.
Look,
they might have been hurt because you left them.
That's an excuse. Because while I was locked up, all the ones that screaming at, I had people left me inheritance. Yeah. Fleece ever get out, this is his. They took my inheritance, stole it. Yeah, brought condos, brought churches, brought all kinds of stuff with my money.
Was anything ever your fault?
Yeah, everything was my fault. That concerns me. I don't blame nobody, no parents, nobody. Oh, my daddy wasn't there for me. My daddy whooped me too much. They didn't care. They didn't talk. It's me. Adam and Eve tried it. God punished all three of them in the devil. And so, when you know right from wrong and choose to do wrong, it's on you. It ain't on your parents. It ain't on nobody else. He made me do it. She made me. No, you decide to do it. See, I come to terms with that. I know I'm responsible for my actions, for what come out of my mouth. And so, didn't nobody make me do the things I did. I did it. For whatever reasons I felt that I should do it for. But I don't blame nobody but me,
In prison, it's you had a lot of, you was in there 40 years, you talked to a lot of people. We even have you on video where you talk to serial killers and other people. What is the common mindset that them killers have together? I mean, that they're the same. What mindset? What?
They intelligent. That's it.
They're intelligent?
Yeah, I read a book said it's surprising to see, I quote, intelligent people don't even have straight thinking minds of their own. That's true. These people, serial killers I talk to, when you go into the prison, you don't choose who sit at your table. Anybody can sit there. It's a prison. And all these serial killers is at my eating table. I say, how y'all doing? Killers. I mess with them. I said, it's Friday the 13th, that's Jason. I said, hold up, you killed your whole family, so you are who? And I call them all kinds of names, pinheads and all this stuff. And they talk to me. They like me. See, in prison, they nice. Shit. Get your shirt off their back. For real. You be like, God, put them on the streets. They something a trick or whatever it is in them, and they go on a killing spree. And every one of them had this in common, since you want to know. He said, they said, we only get caught when we get tired of doing what we do. They all had that in common. You can't catch them. It takes police, FBI, law enforcement in 5 or 6 states working with several different agencies to track down a serial killer. When you catch them, it's because they want to get caught. They tired. They shit. And I asked them why they do it.
And they'll get down there and won't kill nobody in there.
No, they won't. They be a modern inmate. They be the one that obey all the rules, help all the inmates in trouble. The ones that you see in the church and all that stuff.
Why don't they get killed in there?
Shit. I tell people all the time when they try to scare me when I went to prison, they try to scare me. You don't want to mess with that guy. He'll never get out. This one here, he got 6 life sentences. I said, you know what? I don't care. They do have something to lose. They life. They may have nothing else to lose, but they care about living. If they didn't, they wouldn't be alive right now. I said, so they can feel pain like anybody else. You know, and I dare one of them to say something to me.
Yeah, but they got a lot of experience at killing.
Yeah, but in prison, you live around killers, and you'll realize that this motherfucker talking about he's killing shit. How many you killed? 1. I said, I don't want to shot someone. Dude said, man, I done shot 3 people, killed 1 over there. All this shit. Everybody got that shit. And you don't go to prison caring about his reputation, who he is. I don't care who he is. He gonna respect me. You know, he gonna have to show me who he is. I mean, that's the attitude.
That's the mindset.
Yeah, that's the mindset. You're going out to respect people, but I ain't with all that looking up to somebody. See, they run in cliques like that. They get scared. When they go to prison, they scared. Man, I saw somebody on YouTube just kill somebody I think it was in Pennsylvania. And I was looking at this little young guy, and I was looking at his face. I think he's 16. And how he had his hair and his looks. Yeah, he gonna be somebody's girl.
Guaranteed.
No, it was about they'll kill him. He gonna be a girl.
What if he groups up?
Man, they ain't gonna let him. Somebody gonna snatch him up. He ain't gonna be able to group up and all that. You know. And them groups why do they have gangs in prison? Because they scared. They are scared. They group up like that, figure as more power in numbers, right? You know, you can people ain't gonna mess with you if they know you're part of this group, right? I was in no group. For 40 years, I ain't hanging with. I fight my own battles, man. I don't need 8 people to make a man out of me. I was born one. And you come at me wrong, I'm going to show you. And that's where I was at. And then my mindset, what kept me strong is what keep you strong out here. I realized one thing. Things usually get to you when you care about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you care about something real deeply, that's when it affects all your emotions and all that. You go nuts. And I said I was in here tripping out because ain't nobody coming to see me. I don't get visitations. You know, all this stuff. I said, you know what? Don't care. And when I stopped caring, that's when it didn't bother me no more. When I stopped caring about who write me or who don't write me or who come and see, it didn't bother me. And now I just deal with stuff in this prison. But I tell you what, even out here in society, I can't walk around worrying about who speaks to me and who don't, who likes my videos and who don't. You know, I ain't got time for all that. You know, if you don't like them, you don't have to watch them. I'll listen to them. You know, if you do like them, much love. You know.
They should be showing them to younger people.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have to like them, but show them to younger people.
Yeah.
To keep them out of prison and jail.
Yeah, let them know. See, as I said, they made me do 40 years from 15. Now they putting these young people in here. They gonna make workers out of them, man. They gonna use them, man. They gonna use them. The government, everybody, they need people in prison. Shit, man, they make big money off of prisoners. Making all the uniforms for the military and the police force and license plates and billy clubs. And man, they got a big growing business in prison. They need workers. They need people to get locked up.
They need once you understand that they need you for cheap labor.
So back to me, to my family, I don't care if you don't speak to me. Live your life, I live mine.
That's how I know it bothered you. You went all the way back there?
Yeah, I went back there because the reason I went back there, I remember when we used to go live, people say, why can't he just stick to the subject? He'll before he conclude, he'll drift off into another story and leave that one open.
Well, some of it's my problem. Sometimes I ask you another question.
Yeah, but I decided to come back to, this is what it was all about. How did I feel about people? Do I get, I get different. I ain't had nobody disrespect me out here over my videos. Everybody likes them. The only people that appears to have a trouble is my family, because in some of my stuff and in my book, Who's Fleece Johnson? The book, I told stuff about how I growed up, involving my family, right? So I guess it got around to them, they read it. How could he go on TV and say, come on, man. You walking around your little community, still got everybody that you socialize with food, thinking that, you was nice and polite. Why don't you tell them how you stole your brother's money? Tell them how you made love to your brother. Tell them how you called one of your brothers to commit suicide. All this stuff that don't nobody know. They worried about their reputation, like my niece. How you worried about you married a white man? What, a black man ain't good for you? You don't think they got no intelligent blacks out here? You was chalk mouth from the baby. Your daddy's a chalk mouth, you a chalk mouth. Your mama's chalk mouth, plus she's a thief. She stole her brother's inheritance, man. Yeah, and they got a church. And check this out. Remember, 40 years in prison, they out here stealing my stuff. Not one time did that church send me anything. I'm the main one. When they got that church, they should have said, man, let's see if we can't convert him. Let's bring the Lord to my brother. They didn't do none of that. Hypocrites don't help people. They help themselves. So, but they gonna get mad at me because I do his videos. Then I got a brother out of here. He's in a rehab thing because somebody done shot him and stabbed him. At another time, I would have went ballistic over it. I would have found out who done it, and I know I can find out who done it. And take it to him, right? Hell no. Here's somebody left me for dead for 40 years. And when I went to the hospital to see him, he's like, who you? I said, I'm your brother, Fleece. Oh, what's up, little brother? I said, who did this to you? Man, they whooped him so bad he don't even remember. That was a good little beat. Now, but how was he living? Shoot, when I left the streets, he wasn't even smoking cigarettes. I come out, I heard he done been on crack, all that. You know, they call him the body man. He was top of the class in fixing on cars, body work. But crack got him. But every woman he had, he put hands on. When I say hands, I don't mean smack. I'm talking about knocking teeth out and all this stuff, breaking ribs and stuff, right? Blacking the eyes. And my mama hated him for that. She said he was evil as a snake. And so, well, I owe him shit. And when I went up there to see him, he lucky I even speak to him. He talking about he smokes cigarettes now, and he like candy bars. I went and brought him, and I come back, he's up there cussing people. And black ladies are saying, we don't know what to do. He said, I want out of her. Like I was going to take him out of her and take him to my house. I said, if they let you out of her, where you going? Nowhere. You ain't even got a place to go. You beat up on ladies and all this stuff. You done did your dirt. You left me for dead for 40 years. Good luck. And I ain't been back. So you think I care about people out here not speaking to me? Man, there's a lot of people I wish don't speak to me. If you got an attitude that is that foul, I'd rather you not speak to me. You know, 'cause I know I'm a good person, right? If you got something against me where we can't sit down and talk, work things out, man, stay away from me. You know, so that's what I feel about it. You know, I'm strong out of her. I made it through 40 years. I didn't come out here in society to let nothing out of her trouble me. It didn't trouble me enough. I had a ball. Booty support, I had all that. You know, I can lay back and just gap my legs and get licked. You know, just get licked. Hell, can't do it out here. Shit. You got people in prison, man, that wash your clothes and all that stuff for some noodles. You can give a girl out of here $100. Hey, baby, can you wash that t-shirt? No, get up and wash it yourself. I mean, that's how they are out here. So, I ain't with all that, man. You know, I know how to adapt out of here. I'm adapting. And I'm not going to let nobody break me down mentally out of her. You know, like, put me up under obligations. I don't let myself get put under obligation. I know what's real and I know what ain't. I only got a few out of her, my agent and his daddy, his sister, brothers that I like. You got about maybe 3 other people out here that I ran into that I can actually say I'll go to whatever to avenge him, to beat up, you know, with him. It's about, I say about 9 or 10 people out here that I'll be like that. The rest of them, I don't care if you never speak to me. We ain't got a damn thing in common if you got an attitude towards me. So, you know, good luck trying to break me down. They try to break me down in prison. Look how I bounced out of there. All systems working. You know, fine, good looking girls see me as adorable. Yeah, these ladies out here just look at me like, oh, he's so cute. Yeah, they know it.
Who said that?
All these ladies.
Man, ain't nobody said that.
Man, you think Denzel and all them look good, Chris Brown and whoever.
I don't think none of them look good, but...
I mean, them, the ladies, to them.
Yeah.
It's me. Because they know. They know.
They put you in that category?
Yeah. They
with
got
Denzel and Chris Brown?
Above him. These ladies know. When they look at me, look, watch this. I know y'all looking. Watch this. Watch them smile. Yeah, look, I know I got them. Girls, now tell me that And they see me as sexy, right? My sexy look.
So what we should start calling you, Flenzel?
Man, you call me whatever.
Flenzel?
No, I don't want his name period. But Booty Man.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Booty Warrior. That's me. And them girls like it because they know I understand what they going through. I already know what you're going through. And I know what you need and I can provide it. You know, they look at me, look. And now this girl, they looking serious to her. Hey, baby.
I hope you're not making that face.
Man, I'm cute, man. But anyway, and I can understand guys out here being kind of jealous of me because, well, I look better. There's somebody that came out of prison after 40 years look better than him. Young people. I got young guys looking at me.
And mustache is dark.
Man, I dyed it. But, you know, yeah, I dyed it. You know, just grooming up a little. It ain't shaped up the way I want it shaped. I want it like that real, like that, and shaped like down there. Man, if I hit my teeth, hey, girls that fall in love with me, love at first sight. They know. But anyway, back to me. Back to my family.
Let's talk about one thing for you.
Yeah.
Before we go today, because we know people in jail right now, prison. That's close to us, good friends, family. I was talking to one of them a couple of days ago, and he said, "Man, Fleece said don't trust nobody." So I don't ask nobody for nothing in here. What happened the one time you decided to trust somebody in prison that kind of set you up so you don't trust nobody?
Well, I would tell you, one day we was coming in from, working out. After they get ready to close the yard down into a dinner, and everybody come in. So this dude named Tennessee, he hollered at me and my partner, Ice. He said, "Hey man, I made some tuna fish. Y'all want to try that Jack mackerel? It's peeled." I said, "Man, I said, "Yeah, man, we'll take a couple sandwiches, bro." So he sent me two, sent Ice two. We already had stuff. We had stores and stuff. It's just somebody trying to be a neighbor. Really, I ain't like sharing with people because it's about giving a little to get a lot, right? And so after we ate the stuff, he said, I said, "Man, that was good." He said, "Man, can you believe I cleaned that in the toilet?" I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, Felice." He said, "I sit here every day and wash my clothes and stuff in the toilet." I said, "Look, bro." I said, "He can't stick his hand through that hole. He can probably clean all around here, but he's only so far you can get your hands up through them pipes, right? And this is where you piss and shit in."
So y'all ate duty tuna.
Hey, now, look, man. I already know it's going to be a fight, so I'm going to play it off. I said, I'm surprised him, just like he surprised me. I said, "Man, that shit's good, bro. Send me another one." He said, "All right, police." He said, "You buy some of this woman." I said, "Man, tomorrow I will." Man, when they open that door in the morning, and since Ice, my partner, want to take his side, I'm going to make Ice fight him because he going to have to jump in it because we partners, right? And I come out, and as soon as he walked past me, I went, "Bop!" Stole him, "Bop!" He fought back. And then I ain't like he was just trying to break it up at first. And then he swung it toward Ice, and Ice popped him. And I whooped him. "Man, don't you ever. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna never let none of these inmates feed me in here no more. They do all kinds of stuff to food in her." Man, I had a friend, ate a cum cake, all that stuff. I said, man, don't let nobody feed you. He said, yeah, man, they fed me. I said, what? He said, that cake was bought. I said, man, it was a cum cake. And made the dude confess to it. I mean, they do it in prison. So you're right. Don't trust nobody. I got my own shit. If you got relatives or something in prison, if you care about them,
support them.
Yeah, make sure they don't have to go ask nobody for nothing, man. Look, you wonder how much money is a lot of money in prison? If a person can spend $25 a week.
So $25 a week.
Man, you consider rich in prison. you rich.
Maybe it was when you was in there.
No, even now. You got $25, you rich. Yeah, believe me.
Hey, Drewski's Could Have Been House, season 2 done started up. Fleece is in one of the episodes. I think it's gonna be closer to the end of his season. But it's on it comes on Thursday at 9 o'clock on Drewski's YouTube channel. And when y'all see Fleece, it's comical, man. It's funny.
Man,
it's crazy too.
I want to say this though, cause my fans, I know all my fans expect me to represent wherever I go, right? You know.
Don't say what you did.
No, I ain't gonna say what I did. I was getting ready to.
I know it.
But I showed out, and anyway, peace out.
Later.